This video is about tax and tip. These are two specific situations that have to do with what we learned about in the last video about markup. First, let's talk about sales tax. Sales tax is a percent markup added to the cost of things you buy that goes directly to local, state, or federal governments. Sales tax is why something that has a price tag of 99 cents actually costs $1.08 when the cashier rings it up. Sales tax in Cook County, which is where you live, is 8%. Max used his Christmas money to buy Madden 2016 for PS4. The game costs $49.99. If the tax rate is 8%, how much will the game cost altogether? So just like we did with markup, we need to find what is 8% of $49.99. For 8%, there we go. For 8%, we're going to change 8% to a decimal. 8 divided by 100, we get 0.08 for 8%. Remember that 0.8 would be 80%, so be careful when you're changing. Divided by 100, you get 0.08. And 0.08 times 49.99, put that in your calculator, 0.08 times 49.99, you get 3.9992. Now, we're talking about money. Tax is still money, and money goes to the hundredths place. When we look at 3.99 and then look at the 9 next door, that 9 tells us to round it up, so 3.99 is going to round up to 4. So that actually makes our tax pretty easy. $49.99 was the original price of the game. Tax at 8% is going to be $4. $49.99 plus $4 is going to be $53.99 with tax. Okay, Dunkin' Donuts. Mr. Williams stopped at Dunkin' Donuts on the way to work. He got a coffee for $2.59 and an egg sandwich for $2.79. How much did he pay in all with tax? So the last one, we were just looking at one amount. Now we're looking at two amounts. So first, we need to know what was the total for his coffee and his egg sandwich. $2.59, $2.59 plus $2.79. Just working on my calculator. Plus $2.79 comes out to be $5.38. So he's going to be paying 8% sales tax on $5.38. So again, 8% as a decimal is 0.08 times $5.38. And that comes out to be 0.4304. Rounding to the hundredths place, a 0 next to a 0.43 isn't going to do anything to 0.43. So the tax is going to be 43 cents. So our grand total, we're going to take $5.38 plus 43 cents. 538 plus 43 cents, $5.81. So that's sales tax. Tip. There are some situations where it is generally expected that you give a person who provides a service a tip or extra money above what the service itself costs. The most common example of this would be when you're eating in a restaurant. Your food costs a certain amount, but it is generally expected that you give your server a tip. Their base salary is pretty low, so most of the money they make for doing their job is made in tips from people that they serve. People tip different amounts, but usually a range of 15% to 20% of your total bill is a good amount to tip. Okay, so let's do a few examples. Your bill for dinner is $65.75. $65.75. Calculate the total you should leave if you want to leave a tip of 15%. So 15% of $65.75. 15% as a decimal is going to be 0.15. $65.75 times 0.15, you're going to leave $9.8625. Rounding to the hundredths place, look next door. A 2 says stay the same, so $9.86 is going to be your tip, and it says calculate the total you should leave, so we're going to do $65.75 plus $9.86. $65.75 plus $9.86, and we end up leaving $75.61 if we wanted to tip exactly 15% of the bill. Okay, one more example. Your bill for breakfast is $11.80. Your server was excellent and you want to leave her a 20% tip. How much will the tip be? So here's a difference. The last problem asked how much did you need to leave all together for the food and the tip. This one just says how much is the tip, so it saves us a step. $11.80 is our bill. 20% as a decimal is going to be 0.2 or 0.20, same thing. 11.80 times 0.2 equals 236. So 20% of an $11.80 bill is $2.36. So if you wanted to leave 20% tip, you would leave $2.36. Okay, your turn. The bill for lunch with your 3 besties is $38 before tax. This is going to be a 2-part problem. First, you need to add 8% sales tax, then add 17% for a tip. How much money do you need to pay for lunch? Now is when you pause the video, do all the steps in your notebook, check your work, and then come back for the answer. So pause. Okay, let's see what there is. $47.20. If you're not sure how, take a look back at your notes. Ask a friend or ask me. Next step is you're going to do the example problems in your notebook. Check your answers with me before you move on to the next step.